Thank you for watching, and remember to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for your support.
If you typically wait to buy your Christmas tree, you might want to change that this year and do it a little bit sooner.
And the same thing is said for turkeys, I think, as well.
It is.
Just running in short supply. Well, the closer we get to Christmas, the harder it's going to be to find the perfect tree, especially this year. Tim Furlong explains why. Around Thanksgiving, I feel like that's why I like to get it done beforehand. I've already done it. We're still, so we're just adding to it every, a little bit every day.
Well, and the point that you made earlier, it takes so long that you really
out of the attic.
Just want to enjoy it for as long as possible.
You do.
You really do.
Well, about 50 people forced
right there.
to leave.
And of course, when you get that big rainfall that comes through and some of the storm drains are clogged from all the leaves, then you go out and clean the storm drains before the next round of rain moves in. Look at just how big our system is with our low pressure sitting across the Great Lakes, all of this energy and this cold air just diving into the south and the southeast right now. And still right near that trough axis, so just near that low pressure, we're still seeing some of the dynamics that are supporting a rain-snow mix or even some snow in our higher elevations. Buffalo seeing snow right now, rain right now, I should say. Pittsburgh, the one seeing that rain-snow mix, a little bit of that crossover happening. Now, Buffalo, as we get later into the afternoon and especially overnight, that's when you have a chance of some snowflakes flying. So let's go throughout the rest of the morning hours. You can see this quick burst of snow moves through areas like Pittsburgh, some rain moving over into Scranton, Philadelphia, Albany by the time we get into the second half of the day. Boston, this is going to be kind of a rough evening for you with quite a bit of rain moving through, some wind gusts as well on the order of potentially even 30 to 35 miles per hour. And look what happens overnight, starting late tonight, early into tomorrow morning, as our clipper starts to move through and that cold air is firmly in place overnight. We start to get a little bit of lake effect happening towards Buffalo, starting with the rain-snow mix, eventually transitioning. Cause some problems in addition to the rain as far as travel issues as we get later in the day. We're fine right now. We're still pretty early on in the morning. Some of the airports to watch out for: Seattle with that atmospheric river event coming in, Minneapolis, St. Paul with the potential snow moving in, over into Cleveland, Washington, D.C., and up into Boston with some rain and some storms and some wind. But it's not just the airways, it's also the roads. Make sure you be careful because anywhere from a trace to 2 inches of snow typically causes the most. 47, Atlanta 46, that over the southeast right now and a significant portion of the south, all thanks to the system that brought some whiteout conditions to the Dakotas yesterday, and that's now moving across the northeast. That cold air is now riding along that jet stream and going right down to the south and spreading to the east as well. So by this afternoon, we're going to be highs in the 50s for you in Atlanta, only 49. That's what we're making it to in Nashville and parts of Memphis, only making it into the 40s, 41 in Cincinnati, and check out Minneapolis. Your high temperature is only going to be 34 today, which is going to welcome in some of the snow from the clipper. Now, this is just a whole bunch of warnings and watches and advisories that we have for the cold air. So this morning, Oklahoma City as well as Tulsa, when you step out the door, you will notice that chilly air, and hopefully you got a chance to cover up any plants that you want to keep alive. And I would say if you live in Georgia, Atlanta, Birmingham, Montgomery, definitely do that today. Even stretching back into Jackson and portions of Tupelo, Mississippi could see those temperatures hovering right around that freezing mark as we go into tomorrow morning. Here's a look at what we're expecting as you step out the door on Sunday morning. 33 in Jackson, 33 in Nashville, 34 for you in Atlanta. It'll have a lot of people reaching for that winter gear as you start off your Sunday morning. Even chilly in some spots of the Florida Panhandle. Tallahassee down to 39 and Pensacola all the way down to 40. That is chilly by Florida standards. For tomorrow, we start to see that slow rebound in temperatures. It starts from the south, and that warm air slowly, Chris, starts to make its way back up to the north.
Wow.
Some cold air in place from yesterday's system. Here comes our clipper dropping in from Canada, and this is going to make some very quick progress to the east. You can see that low pressure system deepening as it crosses the Canadian border and already bringing snow into areas like Bismarck. A little bit of a rain-snow mix across the western half of North Dakota. We still have the dynamics in place from our system yesterday, still bringing some light snow that Chris just talked about all the way down to areas like Pittsburgh. But here we go. Here comes our clipper just diving across areas like Minneapolis today. likely bringing at least a light dusting of snow to the Twin Cities. And then we move over into the Great Lakes. Chicago, I don't think we're going to see a lot of snow. You did see that quick burst of snowfall yesterday. It looked so pretty outside. Likely to see that again. Accumulations in Chicago, probably less than an inch. Most of it's going to be kind of that slushy kind of mix on the roadways. And then this moves into the Northeast. So a quick 1 to 3 inches of snow in spots. Minneapolis, really, it's going to be the I-94 corridor that divides the lower and the higher snowfall amounts. The farther you are to the north, the more likely you are to see more towards about 3 inches of snow. So again, Chicago, this is going to be quick moving through. We start off pretty dry this morning, and then we continue to stay dry through the day. It's really going to be Sunday morning that we start to see that mix work its way in, and really it's just going to be as fast as it moves on as we head into the upcoming week. In fact, we're all the way back into the 70s by the middle part of the week. So if you're not a fan of the cold weather, then hey, you just wait a couple of days. Here's where we are this morning. Oklahoma City, likely seeing the first freeze of the season, 31 degrees, pretty chilly, and we will see the similar temperatures as you look up towards Tulsa, Oklahoma, 43 in Jackson, 37 in Nashville, and 46 very chilly degrees in Atlanta. Big difference in what we've seen from the past week. This is all thanks to the jet stream pulling down some of that cold air as it seeps into the south, and it starts seeping at least to the east. So for today, our highs in areas like Raleigh, not too bad. It's only 64 degrees, but you look up towards Cincinnati, 41, only 49 in Nashville. Improvements are coming, though, but we have one more very cold morning to get through. Under clear skies tonight for a lot of us, our temperatures will just start to plummet, not just across areas like Mississippi, Alabama, over into Atlanta, but check out the Florida Panhandle, Mobile, Alabama, under a frost advisory tonight. Really chilly temperatures making it so far south. Again, it is going to be brief, but Chris, I think when you see temperatures like this really helps you start to get into the holiday spirit.
Yeah, it makes